SDG for quality education. Ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. The fourth goal is to promote quality education by 2030. Since education is the only way to achieve respectable employment, which in turn provides nearly all basic necessities, it is an essential tool for overcoming poverty and enabling upward socioeconomic mobility. The SDGs, often known as lifelong learning, encompasses various aspects of education, training, and development from conception to death. It consists of 10 aims. Achieving many other sustainable development goals, SDGs, will depend on education. People can escape the cycle of poverty when they have access to high-quality education. Gender equality and the reduction of inequality are facilitated by education. Additionally, it gives everyone the ability to lead healthier, more sustainable lives. In order to promote tolerance among individuals and create more peaceful society, education is also essential. There are total 10 targets that are under SDG 4. Let us now see the 10 targets to create action to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. 4.1 by 2030. Ensure that all girls and boys complete free, equitable, and quality primary and secondary education, leading to relevant and Goal 4 effective learning outcomes. 4.2 by 2030. Ensure that all girls and boys have access to quality early childhood development, care, and pre-primary education so that they are ready for primary education. 4.3 by 2030. Ensure equal access for all women and men to affordable and quality technical, vocational, and tertiary education, including university. 4.4 by 2030. Substantially increase the number of youth and adults who have relevant skills, including technical and vocational skills, for employment, decent jobs, and entrepreneurship. 4.5 by 2030. Eliminate gender disparities in education and ensure equal access to all levels of education and vocational training for the vulnerable, including persons with disabilities, indigenous peoples, and children in vulnerable situations. 4.6 by 2030. Ensure that all youth and a substantial proportion of adults, both men and women, achieve literacy and numeracy. 4.7 by 2030. Ensure that all learners acquire the knowledge and skills needed to promote sustainable development, including, among others, through education for sustainable development and sustainable lifestyles, human rights, gender equality, promotion of a culture of peace and nonviolence, global citizenship, and appreciation of cultural diversity and of culture's contribution to sustainable development. 4. Build and upgrade education facilities that are child, disability, and gender sensitive and provide safe, nonviolent, inclusive, and effective learning environments for all. 4. B. By 2020, substantially expand globally the number of scholarships available to developing countries, in particular least developed countries, small island developing states, and African countries, for enrollment in higher education, including vocational training and information and communications technology, technical, engineering, and scientific programs in developed countries and other developing countries. 4. C. By 2030, substantially increase the supply of qualified teachers, including through international cooperation for teacher training in developing countries, especially least developed countries and small island developing states. This is the global progress on SDG 4 as per Sustainable Development Report. There are many indicators like participation rate in pre-primary organized learning, net primary enrollment rate, lower secondary completion rate, and literacy rate, where substantial improvement for the intended goal of SDG 4 has been achieved. Let's see NITI Aayog report of SDG India Index. As per India's think tank, NITI Aayog's SDG India Index for various states and UTs are shown in figure here, categorizing states and UTs in 4 different categories of achiever, frontrunner, performer, and aspirant. These are indicator list for India's target and achievement. So far, let us know your thoughts on these and discuss with your friends how substantial improvements can be made. In the lagging indicators, key takeaway is that economic constraints, combined with difficulties of learning outcomes and dropout rates, persist in marginalized communities, emphasizing the importance of ongoing global commitment to achieving inclusive and equitable education for all. Low levels of information and communication technology, ICT proficiency, are another important impediment to establishing widespread and meaningful connectivity. To achieve Goal 4, education financing must be prioritized at the national level. In addition, measures such as guaranteeing free education, recruiting more teachers, improving school infrastructure, and embracing digital transformation are critical. Women and girls are among those who face the greatest barriers to education. Gender equality in primary education has yet to be reached in approximately 40% of countries. These educational deficiencies also lead to a lack of skills and limited employment options for young women. There is a long way to go for everyone to accomplish the fulfillment of SDG 4. What are you up to for making it successful? Comment below.